Hi everyone, Victoria Tabak here, and welcome back to my monthly video column, Formula Whiz. This month I will be discussing phytohormones, and it's an ingredient that I love, especially because it offers a really special kind of holistic yet clinical approach to treating skin conditions that typically would require something more invasive, such as hormone replacement therapy or medications to treat and remedy hormone-related acne. The beauty of phytohormones is that they are plant-derived compounds that have chemical-like properties similar to real hormones, but they are not actual hormones. So to really understand how phytohormones work, it is really important to understand the biology behind hormone receptors and hormones themselves. And the best analogy to demonstrate this would be the key to lock example. Imagine the hormones to be keys and the receptors to be locks. And when everything is in balance, whether it's because skin is youthful or the hormones are completely in alignment and in balance, there's a constant and exact flow and match of hormone or key to receptor lock. So there's a constant activation of receptor with the key to lock, key to lock, key to lock flow. When a woman approaches menopause, her levels of estrogen dramatically begin to decline. So you begin to see an increase of locks or receptors that just become stagnant because they are not being activated by the estrogens, because the estrogen levels are dropping. So what begins to happen is that a biological lag begins to develop, and skin ages at an almost exponential rate. So what typically may take over a 30-year time frame for certain age signs to appear, when a woman approaches menopause, we see those changes happen very, very quickly in a 5-year time frame. The beauty of phytohormones is that without ever actually introducing real hormones into the body, if you compare the chemical structure of estrogen and you compare the chemical structure of genistein, which is a phytohormone derived from soy isoflavones, you'll notice that they are similar enough, especially the lower quadrant of the chemical structure, enough that it tricks the receptors to believe that you've actually increased the hormone, but again, without ever actually introducing the hormone into your body. And this actually triggers activation of the receptor, and it begins to behave as it did, as if it was actually triggered by a real estrogen. And let's explore also the fact that the genistein, it's derived from soy isoflavones, but it's really important to understand that for it to actually be able to initiate this kind of biological process, it's a large molecule on its own, and it needs to go through a hydrolysis process so that it can actually penetrate and enable that change in the skin and in the body. So then there's the other side of the skin concern, and that's hormone-related acne. And phytohormones are really amazing in the fact that they have this amazing and remarkable adaptogenic ability. So they can sense, is it that there's a decline of estrogens in the body that it needs to stimulate and trigger hormone receptor activity, or is it that the androgen, the male hormone, is overly active, which as a result it triggers the inflammatory acne, and in that way it can actually block hormone response. And we have different receptors. We have estrogen receptors, and we have androgen receptors. So in its adaptogenic ability, when somebody's suffering with hormone-related acne, the genistein is actually able to block androgenic response, and in that way actually treat and remedy the core of the problem, and that is the overactive androgen hormones that cause the hormone-related acne. Genistein is derived from soy flavones, and that is comparable to estrogen. Similarly, diosgenin is a phytohormone that is derived from wild yams. And the way that genistein is similar in structure to estrogen, diosgenin is actually similar in structure to progesterone. And what is really great about the diosgenin extract, the beauty of it is that it is actually able to stimulate the sebaceous gland activity, which is remarkable for somebody who is dealing with naturally drier or maturing skin. Their skin slows down in its self-lubricating ability. So by applying the diosgenin on the skin, it is able to stimulate the sebaceous glands so the skin can better lubricate and better self-moisturize itself and resist that natural process that slows down over time. What's really awesome about triggering and manipulating hormone receptor activity without ever actually introducing hormones into the body, you eliminate the potential side effects that come when you actually expose your body to real hormones that can accompany hormone replacement or certain medications or steroids that are typically prescribed. This offers a natural, holistic approach that works with the body. So you can eliminate those side effects, but still gently and subtly promote that overall body wellness. So not just treat and constantly repair the symptoms, but actually get to the core, the cause of those skin concerns. Every single cell in our body, it has a memory. If we can trigger that cell's memory, we can get the skin to behave as it did when it was more youthful or balanced and in alignment. So by manipulating receptor activity or receptor response, you can actually trigger the cellular memory. And in that way, phytohormones actually stimulate and energize that cellular memory so it can get skin to behave as it did when it was healthier and younger, and ultimately allowing skin to better regenerate, repair itself, and promote that overall health and wellness from the outside in. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next month when I will be discussing phyto stem cells. Take care.